Hello, so I'm here this afternoon with Ian and Liz. We've been having a look at their semi-detached house. Ian, when was your house built?
I think it was built in the early 60s, early or mid 60s, 63, we think.
And can you just describe what the house is like at the moment?
Yes, we moved in a year ago, and it had very little done to it. It was previously sold 20 years before that, and a very elderly lady lived there and had since passed away, so had very little done. So it's a semi-detached small two-bedroom. It had a 1963 bathroom and about a 30-year-old kitchen in it.
Kitchen.
So we were trying with Laura to update it so that our vision was to have a great room where kitchen, dining and living flowed into one another in an open space, and possibly, if we could, to add another bedroom.
What's this little unique feature that we've got going on here?
At some time, and we don't know when, I think it was before the last occupant, somebody had added an additional small addition to the back bedroom, what was the back bedroom, and it had gone over an outside drain that comes from our neighbour's house. And obviously they thought that by taking a dog leg in, they would miss the garage, but actually when they built it, they hadn't thought it through, and the two roofs actually collide.
Yeah, and we've got 8 centimetre gap, haven't we?
Centimetre gap between the walls, yes.
So we've got hipped roofs over, and we've got a bit of a lower hipped roof over this extension. So Ian, what did we start by looking at?
We started, we considered looking at space in the roof, because we do actually have quite a lot of roof space, but I think pretty soon became apparent there's not enough height up there unless you could change the roof line entirely, which would probably upset our neighbours.
Yes, because we're semi-detached, and the two semis, our semi is north to south, and the other semi joins us east to west. So it's a T-shaped building.
Yeah. Okay, so that was a short-lived exploration in the roof, and then we moved down to your ground floor. So Liz, tell me about how do you feel about this was our option one, and we were looking for this term, the great room, which is a great way of talking about it, sort of open plan living, kitchen, dining. What do you think about this option?
I did like that option. The most closed in area was the sitting room end, with the big window then looking out from the dining and kitchen area.
Because we're leaving the garage as it is, aren't we? Because
yes, so that would precludes having window there. Yes. And then we talked about and obviously that was nice because it had a utility room in the dark area that's in the centre of the house.
That's right. And then we did a reiteration of that, looking at a different way of doing so.
Yeah, we decided to flip it the other way,
yeah,
saying that actually it would be nice to be able to, look out at the garden from the sitting room, and because you'd be working in the kitchen, it's not so desperate that we're looking down the garden.
Yeah. And we were getting,
and again,
bedrooms, 3 doubles in, weren't we?
3 doubles.
Yes.
One master with an ensuite and
a utility room.
Yes.
And then Ian, what did we do? Looks like I haven't quite finished colouring this in, but then what do we look at next?
The extension on the side being lengthened.
About squaring the house off
completely.
Yeah.
And then we looked at not really changing that back room entirely, but move the kitchen back a little bit into a sort of made that room more of an L-shaped room, I know.
Yeah, wait, no,
Just
but
set back a little bit.
This option, because it squared off the house, gave us quite a bit more space. But what we decided we didn't like about this option is that there are too many bathrooms. We didn't need 4.
Los Angeles, didn't we? We had more
Yeah,
toilets.
yeah. So then we started to talk about how we could utilize the space better if we had less bathrooms.
Yes.
So if we went down to 2, had a family bathroom and an ensuite bathroom.
Yeah.
And then it was about how to utilize that space in the middle of the house that doesn't have so much light. And so instead of having a separate utility room, we decided that we might utilize that space, still having the utility area at the end of the kitchen, but just open it up.
Yeah. So that's actually gained us a really decent sized kitchen, but with a peninsula.
It also gave us a little bit more space for the dining room table, didn't it?
Yes, and you can stand at the sink and look out at the garden.
Yes.
And we can get light down here with roof lights. But then it gained us a much bigger, squarer living space that was a lot more sociable.
Yes. Yeah. Which we all liked.
Okay, so how did you find the process of doing it online and trying to look at the plans sometimes upside down?
No, I found it very easy actually.
I thought it was really good. It's nice to watch you work. Obviously we had an interruption with a power cut, but it was very good. There's a natural break. Yeah, I think it's a good way to do it. No issues at all.
Great, and we've got another hour in 4 to 6 weeks' time where we'll be able to refine these ideas. Hopefully you will have some feedback from a builder about what the cost is looking like on these. We might need to rein it in a little bit, or it might be a case of changing some of that internal layout, and we can hopefully get towards a final plan that's what you're looking for. Just come a bit nearer
We'll speak to, we obviously want to speak to estate agents and see if it fits the area we're living in and make sure, we're not going too far with this.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.